You have started and stopped the same habit at least 3 times. Maybe it's the gym, maybe it's eating better, maybe it's waking up earlier, reading more, spending less. You start strong. You feel the momentum. And then somewhere between day 4 and day 14, something happens. Life interrupts. You miss one day, and the whole thing collapses as if it was never there. You blame willpower, you blame discipline, you blame yourself. Here's what the science actually says. The problem has almost nothing to do with any of those things. The willpower myth. In 1998, researcher Roy Baumeister ran an experiment that became one of the most cited studies in psychology. Participants were brought into a room containing 2 things, a plate of fresh-baked cookies and a bowl of radishes. One group ate the cookies freely. The other group was told to eat only the radishes and resist the cookies. Afterward, both groups were given an unsolvable puzzle to work on. The radish group gave up significantly faster. Baumeister called this ego depletion, the idea that willpower is a finite resource that gets used up. The more decisions and resistance you face throughout the day, the less self-control you have left by evening. This is why your diet survives breakfast and fails at 10 p.m. This is why you exercise consistently on weekends and not on Tuesdays. Willpower is not a character trait, it's a limited fuel supply, and you're running on empty by the time the test actually arrives. The real reason habits fail. Neuroscientist Wendy Wood spent decades studying how habits actually form. Her research found that roughly 43% of what people do every day is habitual, not consciously decided, just automatically executed based on context and environment. The critical insight: habits don't live in your conscious mind. They live in a deeper structure called the basal ganglia, the part of the brain that runs automatic behavior. Your prefrontal cortex, where willpower and decision-making live, is not involved. That's the whole point of a habit. It's supposed to run without you. The problem is that most people try to build new behaviors using willpower, the conscious, effortful, depletable system, and then wonder why it doesn't hold. Willpower was never designed to do this job permanently. It was designed to get the behavior started until the automatic system takes over. Researcher Philippa Lally at University College London studied how long that handoff actually takes. The popular answer, 21 days, is a myth. Her data showed the average time for a behavior to become automatic was 66 days. Some habits took 18 days, some took 254. The range is enormous, and it depends entirely on the complexity of the behavior and the consistency of the context in which you practice it. Consistency creates the habit. The habit replaces the need for consistency. What actually works? Peter Gollwitzer at New York University studied something he called implementation intentions, a specific way of planning behavior. Instead of saying, "I'll go to the gym this week," you say, "On Tuesday and Thursday at 6 a.m., I will go to the gym." The when and where are defined in advance. Studies found that implementation intentions increased follow-through rates by 2 to 3 times compared to vague intentions. The reason is mechanical. You're creating a specific cue that automatically triggers the behavior, bypassing the moment of decision that willpower has to manage. James Clear, synthesizing decades of this research in the book Atomic Habits, pointed to one deeper driver that the data consistently supports: identity. People who successfully maintain habits don't think "I'm trying to exercise." They think "I'm someone who exercises." The behavior follows the self-concept rather than requiring daily remotivation. You don't lack discipline. You've been trying to use the wrong system. The brain doesn't respond to resolutions. It responds to repetition, context, and identity. Build those 3 things deliberately, and consistency stops being something you have to force every single morning. It becomes something you simply are. Like and subscribe for more breakdowns of the science behind how you actually think and behave.